finger down if you went to a super conservative Christian high school where being gay was not okay. And as captain of the cheer team, you would throw a lot of parties at your house with all girls. And one of those girls would always suggest games like Spin the Bottle or Truth or Dare where girls would end up kissing each other. And then everybody graduated and that girl went to a super conservative Christian college where being gay was not okay. And then everyone graduated college and she came out as gay. But her family basically disowned her. My friend had never dated or been with a woman at this point, but she got a job offer in San Francisco and decided to move to, as she put it, the land of the gays. But since she'd never been out of the closet before, she was super nervous about going out as a lesbian for the first time in public. So she begged you to come out to San Francisco to help her move into her new place and to go out to a bar with her and be her wing woman. You pride yourself on being an excellent wing woman. So you fly out to San Francisco with the sole purpose of helping your friend get laid for the first time by a woman. And the first night you go out, you make a vow. You are going to find her the hottest girl in the bar and somehow make it happen. You go to this bar and meet a girl who looks like Jessica Simpson in her prime and Britney Spears in her prime had a baby. This girl made you question your own sexuality. And through your subtle pushiness, they end up kissing and exchanging numbers. The next morning, you wake up feeling sick. Not hungover, sick. Your friend really wants to go out to this like day drinking gay pride parade something and begs you to just suck it up and go because she thinks you're hungover and just need hair of the dog. And since the entire purpose of this trip was to go out with her in public and support her being out in public, you pull it together and you rally and you go. And it only takes about 20 minutes of being there for your friend to look at you and go, "Oh, you're sick." And at this point, you guys have invited out some of the people you met the night before and she's feeling a little bit comfortable, so she feels okay with you leaving her there. You go back to the apartment and change into comfies and you let the sickness overtake you. And then about an hour later, your phone starts blowing up. And it's your friend telling you that she invited the hot girl out from the night before. And they had a few drinks together and now that girl wants to come home with her. But your friend lives in a studio apartment, so she's asking you if you can step out for a bit. This was the whole purpose of your trip, so you're like, and you grab your stuff and you go to the Starbucks across the street. Reminder that you are in the middle of downtown San Francisco where there is a massive homelessness problem. So most of the bathrooms in privately owned businesses are locked with a key code. You order a tea and you sit at a table. You're running a pretty intense fever, so you lay your head on the table because the table feels cold. And before you know it, you pass out. I want to stress how sick you are at this point because what wakes you up is a shart. Like a really bad blowout. It jolts you awake and you're like, "Oh my God." And you run through the Starbucks smelling like shit. And you try to open the bathroom door and it's locked. And you start to walk to the counter and realize you have no belongings with you. You look terrible and you're dressed kind of like you're homeless and you smell like shit. So you kind of go towards the counter, then back towards the bathroom, and then you just run out of the Starbucks. And you're texting your friend frantically. It's been 2 hours and you really hope they've done it by now because you absolutely have to come back upstairs now. And she's not responding, so you're very nervous. And you go up the elevator and she's still not responding. And you get to the end of the hallway, you bust into the apartment. Hot girl is sitting on the couch covered in nothing but a small blanket. And your friend is standing in the kitchen and you power through the apartment and all that you can think to say is, "Please bring a trash bag and a new pair of pants to the bathroom when you get a chance." Your friend comes into the bathroom very sheepishly and goes, "Did you shit your pants?" And you're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I'm so sorry. I really didn't know how sick you were." And you're like, "It's okay. I downplayed it. Did you get laid or not?" And she's like, "Yes. But actually, I'm very glad you came home the way you did because I've been trying to get her to leave for an hour. I think she might not have a place to live because she literally wouldn't get the fuck out. But when you came in smelling like a human porta potty, she couldn't get out of here fast enough. And that's the reason you're no longer allowed in a San Francisco Starbucks."